Hello, this video will give you an overview of the core curriculum and advising process here at Gordon State College. Gordon State offers associate and bachelor degree programs. An associate degree is often called a 2-year degree because it should take you 2 years to complete. That is if you take 15 hours or 5 classes every semester, and you may have to go to summer school. You don't have to finish your associate degree in 2 years, however. You can take as long as needed. After you finish your associate degree, it should take you 2 more years to finish your bachelor's degree. Later, you might choose to pursue a master's degree, a specialist degree, or a doctoral degree. Your master's degree would be the next step. Do note that you don't have to get all of your degrees in the same area. Now let's talk about the core curriculum. The core curriculum is a set of classes all students have to take despite their major. These courses are taken within their first 2 years of college while they complete their associate degree. The core curriculum is similar at other USG schools, so that means that if you transfer, your credits from your core curriculum should transfer as well. Core curriculum courses often include English, history, math, science, health, social sciences, and humanities. The core curriculum is similar to what you would have taken in high school, where all students, despite what they plan to do with their lives, have to take some of the same courses. Why do we have to take the core curriculum? For one thing, the University System of Georgia mandates it. Second, it is designed to help you gain an understanding and perspective from a variety of areas and disciplines, which will help you in your professional careers. When we talk about college classes, it's important that you understand credit hours. Each course is worth a certain amount of credit hours. The number of hours is determined by how long you are in the class each week. So for example, if a course is worth 3 credit hours, you will be in that class 3 hours a week. That might be spread out over 2 or 3 days a week. Most of our courses are worth 3 credit hours. There are some exceptions. Science courses with a lab, such as biology and chemistry, are worth 4 credit hours. Fire courses are worth 2 credit hours. Colloquium courses, which are in Area B, are worth 2 credit hours. And physical PE courses, such as weightlifting, jogging, swimming, tennis, etc., are worth 1 credit hour. The higher the number of credit hours, the more the course is going to weigh on your GPA. So if you look at this list, which type of course is going to weigh the heaviest on your GPA? The answer is going to be the science courses with a lab because they're worth the most number of credit hours, so they're going to weigh the heaviest on your GPA. Students must take 12 credit hours per semester to be considered a full-time student and to be able to live on campus. We strongly encourage you to take 15 credit hours per semester to stay on track for graduation. So here is a sample of a first semester schedule. A student's taking a 3-hour English course, a 4-hour biology course, which means it has a lab, their 2-hour fire course, a course for their major, which is 3 credits, and their math course, which is 3 credits. So you see all of that is worth 15 hours. So you're probably going to be enrolling in 5 to 6 classes per semester in order to earn 15 credit hours per semester. There are 3 semesters within the academic year. The fall semester begins in August and runs until December. Spring semester begins in January and runs until May. Summer has different sessions. We have summer classes that run the full session, which is 8 weeks. Those begin at the end of May and run until the end of July. We also have the short summer session 1, which is 4 weeks long. That is pretty much within the month of June. Then you have the summer session 2, which is also 4 weeks, which is pretty much in the month of July. Fall and spring semesters are usually around 15 weeks long. Summer classes may be 8 weeks or 4 weeks long. It is suggested to only take 2 or 3 classes per summer session because the semester is shorter and you attend class every day. So back to the core curriculum. What we've done is taken all the classes you need to take based upon for your associate degree major and organized them into areas. So areas A through G are courses that most everyone will have to take despite what their major is. Area F are the specialty courses. Those are the courses that you need to take just for your major or pathway. So let's look further into each of these areas. Let's begin with Area A, which is called your Essential Skills. Within Area A, you'll take English 1101 and 1102. Both of these are 3 credit hours. Everyone, despite your major, has to take English 1101 and 1102. You have to take 1101 before you take 1102. That is called a prerequisite. Prerequisites are courses that require you to take one course first, or you have to have a certain test score before you can take the other. So it's kind of like an if-then. So 1101 is a prerequisite to 1102, which means you have to take and pass 1101 before you can take 1102. You also have to take a math course. There are several options for math courses. Most of them are 3 credits. You get to pick what math course you want to take, but note that some majors, especially those majoring in math and science fields, have to take higher level maths, which we will discuss a little bit later. Some students will have learning support requirements for Area A. This is based upon their test scores. If a student has learning support requirements, they will have to take a support class in addition to their regular course, and this is designed to help them receive additional assistance. So, for example, if you are taking quantitative skills, you would take the support for quantitative skills class in addition. If you are taking college algebra, you would take the support for college algebra class. If you are taking English Comp 1, you would take the support for English Comp 1 if you have those prerequisite requirements. The way it works is that you go to your regular class for some time during the week, and then you go to your support class to give you additional assistance. Area B includes your fire course and your colloquium course. Each of these are 2 credit hours. The fire course is something you take within your first semester at Gordon. It's designed to help you develop a mindset as well as behaviors that will help you become successful in college. Your colloquium is usually taken within your sophomore year after you've completed English 1101 and 1102, and there are actually different topics you're going to be able to choose from. Area C is your humanities and fine arts electives. So here you have some choices. You have to choose one humanities class that is worth 3 credit hours, and you can choose from any of these. There's art, communication, foreign language, music appreciation, Spanish, theater, all these different options that you have. You also might see more options listed in your DegreeWorks account. You also need to choose one upper level English class that is worth 3 credit hours. You must take your English 1101 first. That is a prerequisite before you can take these courses. But again, you have options. You can take World Lit, British Lit, American Lit, Philosophy, or Ethics. It just depends on what you would like to take. Area D is where it's going to get a little bit different. Your Area D courses are your math and science or your science courses. Those are going to be based upon what type of major that you are. If you are a STEM major, which stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, then you're going to take a certain set of sciences. If you are a non-STEM major, you're going to take another set of sciences. You have different choices. Or if you are a health profession, you'll have another set. So you can see where these differentiate. Area D, again, focuses on your science classes. If you're a STEM major, you're going to take science is specialized in a certain area, so you need to take those certain science and math courses. So you can see from this list and determine what if you are a STEM major or not. So for those that are non-STEM majors, education, business, human services, art, those types of majors, you are going to take 3 science courses. So from section A, you choose one science course, which will be 4 credits. And again, these are lab sciences. So you could take astronomy, biology, chemistry, geology, physics, whatever you like. Then you're going to take another 4-hour lab science. You could take another biology. You could take biology 1, biology 2. You could take astronomy, chemistry. Again, you could take a sequence if you want to, but you don't have to. Then in Area C, you're going to take one more science course. You could choose another lab science if you want, or you could take biology 1011, 1050, computer science, or physical science. Now, those that have 4 credit hours are lab sciences, which means that you would go to a lecture class, like a regular classroom setting during the week, and then you would also go to a lab setting during the week. The ones that are 3 credit hours don't have lab settings. If you are a STEM major, you're going to see that you don't have as many choices in Area D. You have to take Chemistry 1, Chemistry 2, and Calculus 1. These are all 4 credit hours, which means you're going to have lecture time during the week as well as a lab. Know that Calculus has prerequisites, which means you might have to have a certain test score or take another math course before enrolling into Calculus. For health majors, which is mainly for nursing majors, your Area D is a little bit different as well. You will have one set of classes that are going to be 4 credits each. So you want to take a sequence. So you could take Biology 1111 and 1112. You could take Biology 1107 and 1108. You could do Chem or Physics. The trick is these are a sequence. So if you take 1111, you got to take 1112. You can't take 1111 and then 1107 or 1111 and then 1108. You have to go in the sequence. After you do your sequence, so that's 4 credits each, so a total of 8 credits in 2 classes, you want to take one more science class. And again, you can choose from any of these options. It could be a 3-hour class or a 4-hour class. Now let's go on to Area E, which is where we all kind of go back together to the same core. This is going to be your social sciences, which include history and other related fields. So all students are going to choose one 3-hour course that is Western civilization, one 3-hour course that is American history, and then they can choose 2 classes from the other social science areas. That might include economics, other history classes, political science, psychology, or sociology. Now, notice with Western Civ and American History, they're broken into 2 courses. Western Civ 1 and American History 1 covers accounts in history that are earlier. Western Civ 2 and American History 2 covers content that is more recent. It doesn't matter, they are not prerequisites to each other. You can pick whichever one you like. Let's skip Area F really quick and go to Area G. Area G is your health and physical education requirements. You would choose one 3-hour health course. Then you would choose one physical PE class, and that can be any PE class that is not the 3-hour health courses or PHED 1040, which is for PE majors. Now, here's a special note about the PE requirements. You only have to take the 3-hour health class if you were enrolled 1 or more semesters full time, which means taking 12 credit hours or more for 1 semester. So if you're never a full-time student here at Gordon State College, you never have that requirement. However, if you are enrolled 1 semester, 12 hours or more, you do have that 3-hour course requirement. Similarly, for the physical PE classes, you only have the physical PE class requirement if you are enrolled 4 or more semesters full-time, 12 credit hours is when that becomes a requirement. So for an example, if you were a Gordon student for 2 semesters full-time and then you transferred, you would only have the requirement of the 3 credit hour course. You would not have the requirement for the 1 credit hour course. So you can see it's based upon how long you are enrolled here at Gordon State. Now let's look at Area F. These are the courses that are specific for your major. This is where if you're a business major, you're going to see your business courses listed. If you're an education major, you're going to see your education course listed. You're going to find these courses in your program map, in the academic catalog, or in your degree works. A note of suggestion is if you have not decided or committed to a major or a pathway, don't go taking a bunch of Area F courses because these are the ones most likely to not count if you change your major. So if you change your major from education to business, your Area A, B, C, D, all of those courses are most likely going to count, but your Area F is not. Your education classes are not going to count towards your business degree. So you want to be careful about taking your Area F courses until you're 100% sure on what your major is going to be. So that is a review of the core curriculum. Now there is an exception. Students who are enrolled in or going to go into the Associate of Science in Nursing program, which is the ASN program only, do not have to take the full core. They take what's called an abbreviated core. Now it's important to note that after they complete the ASN, if they come back and want to do the RN to BSN to complete their bachelor's of a bachelor's of science in nursing, then they would have to complete the full core. So this is only for students who are going into the Associate of Science of Nursing program, the ASN program only, and then do not plan to continue their education. If that is the case, they don't take the full core. They take a listing of these classes coded here. So they take English 1, English 2, they take a math course, they take Anatomy and Physiology 1 and 2, Microbiology, Human Growth and Development, which is a psychology course, American History 1 or 2, they can choose which one, and then they take a humanities elective, an art, music, or theater course. Now it is important to note that not all students can jump right into Anatomy and Physiology 1. They have to have certain test scores. So if you don't have the test score requirements for that, you might have to take Biology 1111 before you're allowed to take Anatomy 1. So this sounds like a lot of information and can be quite overwhelming. Don't worry about it, however, because you're going to meet with an advisor every semester who's going to help you go through this core again, plan the courses you need to take, and make sure that you are on the right track. An advisor, in a way, is sort of like a mentor for you or a point of contact for you. Now, they might not be your teacher. They might be someone that is assigned to you. You might not be enrolled in their courses. You do have to meet with your advisor every single semester before you're able to register for classes. After you meet with this person, they will unlock you in our system to be able to register. You'll be able to determine who your advisor is by looking in DegreeWorks, which is housed inside of Banner Web. In addition, we have developed program maps that might be helpful to you as you determine what classes you need to take. We have made these for every major, and we have basically taken all the courses you need to take and organized them into semesters. So these program maps are a suggested guide of what certain classes you should take at certain times. Now, you do not have to stick directly to the program map. It is just a suggested guide. In some cases, you might have to deviate from the program map if you're not taking 15 hours per semester, or if you want to take summer classes, or you get somehow off track, you won't be able to follow the program map. You can find the program maps within our academic catalog by going to our website, choosing My Gordon at the top, Quick Links, and Academic Catalog. Again, these are beneficial to you because you don't have to plan out your own semesters at that time. It's giving you a list of courses to register for each semester. So when you're getting ready for registration, there are certain things that you need to do in a certain order. Current students are going to register themselves a few months before the actual semester begins. So for spring semester, which again we said was January to May, you're actually going to register for classes back in October. So you register for the classes in October. They won't actually start till January. For fall and summer semester, you'll register in April, but your summer classes won't start until May, and then your fall classes won't start until August. So you register pretty early. So here's the steps you need to take to be able to get yourself registered. First of all, you want to review your program map, which is in the academic catalog, and decide if you're going to be able to follow that program map. If you're not going to be able to follow that program map, you want to look into your DegreeWorks audit, which is inside a Banner Web, which is going to give you a list of all the classes you need to take based upon your major. Even if you do use the program map, it's still a good idea to double check with DegreeWorks. You want to make sure that you have checked off any CPC requirements, and you want to make a list of questions you have for your advisor based upon your DegreeWorks. Next, you want to make an appointment to meet with your advisor. Their contact information is going to be in DegreeWorks. When you come and meet with them, make sure you bring a list of the classes you plan to take. After you meet with your advisor, they will unlock you in the system to be able to self-register. Next, you want to make sure that you don't have any holds. You can see that by going to student registration and check your registration status. You might have a business office hold, an admissions hold, a public safety hold, something like that. So you want to take care of any holds that you have before registration. Next, you want to wait for your registration time ticket. We don't allow all students to register at the same time, so you'll get a time ticket when you can begin to register. It's based upon how many credit hours you've earned. So those that have earned more credit hours get to register before those that have not. You'll be able to see your registration time ticket in Banner Web by choosing Student Registration and check your registration status. After your time ticket is passed and you've done all of the things above, met with your advisor, taken care of any holds, then you would be able to register for classes. After you register, you want to make sure that you meet and pay for your classes by the fee deadline. If you don't, your schedule will be dropped. A couple of other forms you want to know about in Banner Web. One is the Pathway Major Change form. This is for if you decide to change your major, you want to fill out this form. It is under Banner Web under the student link. This form will be sent electronically to the registrar's office, and it will change your major within a few days. The other form you want to know about is the application for graduation. So when it gets close to your time to graduate, even if you're not going to participate in the ceremony, you want to complete the application for graduation online in Banner Web. This will send it to the registrar's office where it will be reviewed. Then you'll be notified of any unmet requirements. Now, the timing is tricky for the application for graduation. Again, it is located under Banner Web under Student. You want to complete it by the midterm of the semester before you plan to graduate. The reason why you want to complete it so early is that you are giving the registrar's office enough time to ensure that you've completed the necessary requirements. So, for example, if you plan to graduate in May, you need to complete this form in Banner Web by October. If you plan to graduate in July, also you need to complete it by October. If you're going to be graduating and finishing up your courses in December, you need to complete it by April. You're completing it in the midterm of the semester before. That gives the registrar plenty of time to get back to you to make sure that you know of any credits that you are missing. And that is an overview of the core curriculum at Gordon State College.